The aircraft is being observed, so to speak, because oil pressure on the number 2 engine is trending upwards, and the aircraft is going to require, actually it's the fuel pressure, fuel system filter replacement when the aircraft gets back from Hawaii. They've told us that the plane's good to go, but I'm not really feeling it. I'm not going to leave the ground if I'm not completely certain that we have an airworthy aircraft, so I'm going to probably err on the side of caution, and I'm refusing the aircraft.
So this video has gotten a lot of attention, and it's very easy to critique somebody after the fact, of course, but here are my thoughts. Safety trumps everything in aviation. Safety is always the highest priority and has to be maintained as the highest priority. What the pilot was trying to relay in this particular situation, and this is my interpretation without having any additional insight or having spoken with the crew or been on the scene, is that they had a fuel filter bypass. Each engine has a fuel filter, and the fuel filter is designed to collect sediment, to prevent sediment from getting into the engines and affecting fuel burn. When the fuel filter reaches a certain point at which it restricts, so it's collected enough sediment and debris that it restricts fuel flow to a certain point, then the fuel is diverted around the fuel filter, essentially bypassing the fuel filter so that you can continue to feed fuel to the engine so it doesn't starve the engine of the needed fuel. And that's what was happening here. So they were at the gate in LA, I believe, heading to Honolulu. So that's a 6-hour flight across the Pacific Ocean. And the pilot was trying to relay the fact that they had this indication that there was some issue with sediment in one of their fuel filters. And he didn't want to fly across the Pacific Ocean in this condition. And I applaud that position. But it's a decision based on safety. Safety trumps everything in aviation. What it boils down to is wording, right? I'm not feeling it probably was not the best way for him to articulate the situation. And I do suggest that crews utilize the words, safety is always our highest priority. And based on that criteria, we are electing not to take this particular airplane at this particular time. And we will stand by for more information as we work to coordinate alternative solutions, something along those lines. So not nearly as serious as what the initial reaction was, but I just think it was really unfortunate terminology that was used that made it feel a little bit more personal instead of something that was more safety predicated and professional.